Hi guys, and welcome to the Bret Michaels Indy 500 vlog. I am so excited to bring you the footage that I have from this show. I honestly don't have as much as I planned on. It was a crazy busy day, but I did take some clips and I'd like you to see them, like you to see what happened throughout the day. So we are going to be going through that. I'm going to be popping in and talking about the day throughout with the clips. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you do not know or you are new here, I recently played with the Bret Michaels Band in the All-American Rejects at the Indy 500 Carb Day concert. It was so much fun, and again, I am so thankful to Bret Michaels and his team and the All-American Rejects for allowing me to join them on stage. You all are wonderful. These people are so kind to me every time I've gotten to play with them, and I really just can't believe that I've been able to do it 3 times now. That is just so awesome. Again, so thankful to Bret and his crew for always welcoming me, and they're always just so wonderful, and I love getting to catch up with everybody. Alright, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, you give this video a like, leave a comment down below, and let's get into this. So I packed up on Thursday morning, preparing to leave for Indianapolis. I always go down, usually when it's a Bret show, the day before, because Soundcheck is usually pretty early, and if I have to drive a long way, it's just better to be in the hotel and get to wake up and go to Soundcheck without traveling. So Thursday was a travel day, got my rig all packed up. The car was packed full this time. I had so much stuff with me, and it wasn't just gear, you know, multiple outfit choices, all the hair and makeup stuff, and then of course lots of gear. I always bring backups and all that because I'm scared my rig is going to just break down and I won't have anything to play through. So I always bring backups. Car was packed up, but we made it. We got everything in the car. Hey guys, and welcome to the vlog. We are getting ready to pack up and get out of here and head to Indianapolis. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I'm packing up right now with my rig. We have our little mini backup amp, our pedal board with the wireless. There's some extra cables in there, spark bag and the spark, and then of course I've got my scarves for my guitar strap. Headphones for the hotel room. I forgot those so many times. Over here in this bag, I already zipped it up, but we've got my wireless pack, charging, things to change strings. That's pretty much my essentials pack right there. The Ibanez case. I'm bringing my gorgeous Diva for my backup. And then we're going to go with the JS Ibanez for the main guitar. I also have a really cool IndyCar sticker to put on that, so super excited. I still have to get everything in its cases and in the car, but I'm super excited for the vlog. I'm going to be taking you guys along for the entire weekend. It's going to be so much fun, and I cannot wait. We got there and we took it pretty easy that evening and got ready to wake up in the morning for the show. So I got up at about 5 in the morning. So that's early for a show day. I mean, I'm used to getting up early for nursing school, but for a show day, that's pretty early. Went down and got breakfast with my mom. I love getting a good breakfast before a show because I don't eat much during the day, honestly. It's just busy, and I don't like to eat a lot before a show. So I usually fuel up with some protein and carbs in the morning, and of course, some caffeine, had some coffee. And then it was time to go get ready. This was so much fun. I love getting ready for shows because I love doing my makeup and my hair. Yes, it's a lot going on, but it's stage makeup. It's really fun, and I just love all the glitter and the eyelashes and the hair curlers and the hairspray and all of it. So it was really fun getting ready this time. I got some new makeup products that I got to try out, and I absolutely loved the way the look turned out in the end. And then of course my outfit, I had multiple options. I ended up going with the red leather pants and the Indy 500 tank top, and of course the iconic jacket. Oh my goodness, that jacket. I love it so much. I actually got it signed by the band. I don't think I got a video of that, but so that is so cool to just remember the day by. It's just such a cool jacket. I absolutely love the way it looked on stage. Good morning, everyone. It is show day. I am so excited. Obviously all ready to go, outfit and everything. You'll see that in the get ready portion. But we're getting ready to head to Soundcheck. Soundcheck is at 10:30, load in at 10. So I'm getting ready to load up the car, and I'm just so pumped, so excited. I don't know how many people are going to be there. I think it's going to be upwards of 75,000. So it's going to be an awesome show. I can't wait to see everyone again. And I'm so ready. I've been preparing so much, so I cannot wait. We're going to take tons of pictures. I have a camera now. and it's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna vlog all day long, take you guys along for everything, hopefully get some of the band members in the vlog, so let's do it. But after I got all ready, I made sure all of my stuff was packed, all of my stuff was charged up and ready to go. Then it came time to leave and go to the speedway. This is where things get a little interesting. It was supposed to be about a 10 to 15 minute drive over there. Ended up taking about 30 to 40 minutes just to get over to the ticket office. And this is where things started to get a little bit crazy. So I was told by Bret's team to head over there and grab my tickets, my artist pass, all that stuff that would get me backstage. So I'm like, okay, great. We show up. Place is packed out full of people running here and there trying to get their stuff for the day, and I was like, oh no. And we also weren't exactly sure where we needed to be in that building. We were sent multiple different places trying to find the right people to help us. After about 25 minutes of running around that office, we finally found the person that had the passes and all of that stuff, and we were ready to get back in the car. Soundcheck was at 10. It's probably 9:15 at this point, so we're running it a little bit close. We left with hours to get there, but you know, we hit some snags that we didn't plan on. We are driving, traffic is crazy, people are everywhere, people are walking on the streets, there are police everywhere trying to keep people in the right spots. We need to be at gate 2 so we can get backstage. We head to gate 2 and we are not allowed to turn into the gate. So we pull over, we roll down the windows, you know, we show the police officer our passes, and he said that there was no way we were getting through that gate because they just had to shut it down. It was unsafe. There were people trying to duck in there. And so, yes, I understand they weren't allowed to do it, but we were panicking at that point. We were like, oh no, how are we supposed to get there? And again, Soundcheck is in like a half hour, and I have all this gear in the back of the car. It's not like we can just take off walking because we have so much stuff. And then we head over, we pull to the side because they tell us we are going to have to go all the way down this road and past this bridge that is like a mile away and get in a line of cars and wait to go through on the other side of the road. And that was absolutely not going to work. Soundcheck would have been long over by the time we got through all that traffic. So we pull over into this parking lot, and there is a security lady, and she's standing right there, and my dad talks to her. I'm out the window, like, trying to show them the passes, like, please let us in. And she let us park there, and she said, I'm going to do what I can to get you where you need to be. She was so nice. So we parked the car, and we decide that we are going to have to start walking on foot and see if someone can help us somewhere along the way. So I think I got a small video of us trying to unload the car. I was not vlogging during this because my hands were literally full of stuff. Hi guys, we're having a bit of trouble getting through the gate, so we are gonna have to walk everything across the street, but we're gonna make it. I think it's gonna be great. So we unload everything out of the car. We have an insane amount of stuff with us. And we all, my mom and my dad and me, are just got armloads of stuff. And we start walking across the street of Indianapolis with cars and people everywhere. And we get down to where the police officers were, and they told us to walk all the way down to, you know, the front where people were checking in with their tickets to ask, you know, what we could do. We get over there, and they're like, well, you're about as far away from the stage as you could be. You're like 2 miles away. So we're like, well, we can't walk that far with it. We're trying to decide what to do. And one of the security guys said, hey, let me call you a shuttle. They can pick you up. If you make it to the shuttle area, they will get you there. So we were like, oh my goodness, this is a miracle. Thank you so much. We get over there. We had been walking, honestly, quite a distance already with all this stuff. But we get there, and there's this giant little shuttle that fit all the stuff. And he drove us all the way over to the back of the stage. So that was like so crazy for a minute. But it's honestly a hilarious memory now of trying to get all of that stuff in there. It was a bit crazy, but we showed up. We made it to Soundcheck on time and got my rig going. Again, it's just so nice to get to see everybody again, and they're always so wonderful and so nice, showing me where to put my stuff and getting all of my gear taken care of just like it was a member of the bands. They're just all awesome. Always love getting my guitar up in the rack with everyone else's. I think it's so cool to see, you know, Pete and Dean's guitars, and then there's mine. So awesome. Then Bret comes out to Soundcheck with the All-American Rejects. Again, Bret is the sweetest ever. He always makes it a point to come over to me and my family, give us all hugs, and, you know, ask how we are and get really hyped up about the day. He's just so sweet, and he always takes the time out to make sure we all feel welcomed, and he's just the best. And then it was my turn to sound check with Pete and the rest of the band. I absolutely love Soundcheck, guys. I think it is so much fun. It is more laid back than, you know, the concert, of course, but I just love sitting up there, jamming with everyone while we're dialing in all the equipment. I love it so much. And that was when I finally got out on the stage and could see how big this concert was going to be. And it was just such a cool, surreal moment. I was not nervous all day, honestly, to be honest. I've played this song a lot, and I really love playing with these guys. They're so much fun on stage. So I just went into that day knowing that I was going to enjoy it, and it was going to be a super fun day. And the sky was blue, the sun was shining, standing out on the edge of that stage, seeing that huge field where it was going to be filled with people later. It was just so cool. Absolutely one of the coolest experiences of my life. And that stage was huge, absolutely huge. So plenty of room to run around and all that. So it was just so great.
With a good time. 1, 2, 1, 2.
After Soundcheck, it was time to lay low for a little bit. I headed over to catering. They had some really good food and some coffee. I drank an Alani because, you know, I always got to have my Alani. And then a little bit later in the day, Kendall came and grabbed me and was like, hey, me and some of the band and some of the crew are going down to see the racetrack. Do you want to go? And I was like, of course. I was really hoping that I would get to go down and see some of what was going on because I have never been to a racetrack or to a race. So I was so glad that she let me come along with them to do that. We had a blast. We had 2 golf carts and 2 guides taking us down and showing us where everything was and stuff like that. The people down there it was just so many. We were all packed in so tight. We were all holding on to each other through the crowds, trying to not lose anybody. And it was just really cool to see the cars and got to see some of the drivers. I did not know who they were because again, I'm not really into racing like that. I didn't know them by name, but I saw some of them, which I thought was really neat. And it just was cool to see how big that place actually was. While we were out and about, I got to chat with Dean a lot more, and I love Dean. He is the other guitar player in Bret's band. I just love catching up with him and getting to talk. He's just always so sweet, and I just love him so much. On the way back, we lost one of the golf carts and one of the drivers, so the whole crew ended up having to ride back on one golf cart. That was pretty funny. We were packed in, but it was definitely a memorable time. Once we got back, again, it was just kind of time to chill out until showtime, and then it was ready to go. The All-American Rejects were up first. I went out into the pit area while they played their first song just to, hear what it was like, and hearing the speakers from out there and how loud it was and seeing the absolute sea of people that was out there. It was just a little bit surreal again, thinking that, wow, I'm going to be up there in a few minutes. And it was just really cool, really amazing. I've never seen anything really like that before. The All-American Rejects did great. I did not hear most of their set because I was more backstage in my car or just hanging out with people. So I did not get to hear all of it, but they did great what I could hear. Then it was showtime for the Bret Michaels Band, and by that time, the crowd was completely packed out. More people just kept pouring in.
One, two, three.
I love getting to watch Bret's set from the side of the stage. I do it every time, and my mom was actually back there with me that time, and she'd never been side stage watching, so that was really cool. Everyone backstage while the show is going on is so fun because, the 20 minutes leading up to right before this is about to start is pure chaos, and not in a uncontrolled way, just in a, wow, we're about to put on this really huge show, everyone get what you're doing together. So it was kind of like, oh my goodness, I'm just trying to, not be in anyone's way. It was really cool, honestly, to just see everyone get ready and everyone knew what they needed to be doing, and it all worked out. But as soon as the show starts, everyone is just like having fun back there. It's always a good time. And Bret puts on such an amazing show, always. I just never fail to have a wonderful time at his shows, even though I've seen him 4 times now. He's so much fun, and I absolutely love the energy they all bring. And again, getting to watch from the side and seeing all the people out there, it's so cool. So cool that I got to be a part of that. And then he brings Tyson Ritter back on stage to play Sweet Home Alabama, and then it was go time. I come out for nothing but a good time. There was nothing that can compare to that feeling of walking out on that stage. Just seeing so many people out there, all singing along to the songs, having a wonderful time. It's just so cool, so amazing. And once you get out there, you feel everyone's energy and then the energy of the people on the stage, and you just want to give it your all. I normally only play one songs when I'm a guest performer. So when I get out there, I give it everything I've got to give, and I definitely think my stage presence has improved in the last few months. I think I've gotten more comfortable up there, just let loose a little bit, it doesn't have to always look super cool or super perfect. As long as you're just moving around and having fun, people are gonna love it. And especially when you throw picks, I taught myself a few months ago how to throw a guitar pick, and people go crazy for that. Even though probably no one out there knew who I was and I'm just a small YouTuber, people love it when you give them a guitar pick. So That's a tip for you if you're on stage, throw some pics. But anyways, it was the most wonderful time up there. We all were just having so much fun. I love looking over and just seeing Pete smiling. It's reassuring, even though I don't normally get nervous on stage, but when I'm just up there playing and trying to, do everything to the best of my ability, and I look over and see Pete smiling so big, I'm like, yeah, we're doing it. This is awesome. He's always so supportive of me and everything. He always just makes me feel so good before and after a show. I love Pete so much. After the show was over, I got to meet the president of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, Doug. He was so cool. He came up to me right after the show was over. I was still, getting my gear off. Bret was with me, and we were all just kind of chatting. Of course, Bret was as sweet as he always is. Gave me a big hug after the show. He was like, wow, you killed it out there. You're just all that energy. I love it. He is always like hyping me up, and I love it. Getting hyped up by Bret Michaels is like the best ever. But we met Doug. Doug wanted to know who I was. I gave him a business card. He was so awesome, honestly. Like, he was really into what I was doing and the guitar playing and, the energy and the jacket being on brand and all of that. So he grabbed his wife and was like, you got to meet my wife. And Beth was incredible as well. They were just really sweet. I actually talked to them for probably 20 minutes. They were just really cool. Again, very supportive. They thanked me for being there, which I was like, well, thank you for letting me be here. But they were just awesome. Really glad I got to meet them. And always after the show is a time to just kind of, hang out with everybody for a little bit while the stage is being cleaned up. I always love going around and, taking last couple pictures with everyone. And this time I got my jacket signed, and each member of the band just gave me some words of encouragement before I left. Just really sweet, all of them just always supporting me, not only in my music, but they're all really supportive of my nursing career as well, and the fact that I am not doing music as a career. I just do it more for fun because I have a passion for it, but I think it's really nice that they support both of my passions, so they're all just really sweet. One of the coolest parts of the day is we got to leave the Speedway in the caravan of like where the band was leaving, and we actually got a police escort out of there because the streets were completely packed, traffic was terrible. And so we got to leave with them, and I've obviously never gotten a police escort before, so that was really cool. Kind of felt like something out of a movie, and I took a couple pictures of that. It honestly was just one of the best days ever. Again, super chaotic day. I did not probably film as much as I planned on. I did not expect it to be that kind of crazy. And again, not crazy in a bad way, but crazy in a busy way. Like, it's a huge show. We broke the attendance record of when Poison played of 106,000 in attendance for the concert. So that's just a big deal. That's a lot going on. But it was a great day. And I did, after the show was over, I stopped at Dairy Queen and celebrated with an ice cream cone because I had been prepping for this show. I'm really into fitness. I've spoke about this before. So I was, hitting the gym like every day, really hard, really good diet, stuff like that, just to look and feel my best for this show. This was a big deal, and I wanted to, feel good for it. So that felt so good afterwards, just feel like, I did it. I pulled it off, and now I'm gonna have this amazing ice cream. Dairy Queen is the best. You cannot change my mind. That night, I actually drove to Fort Wayne, Indiana to hit up Sweetwater in the morning, so that was really cool. I might be doing a Sweetwater vlog as well. I did film some stuff, so we'll see if that comes out, but Sweetwater was really great as well. Really fun weekend, absolutely crazy. I honestly just still have no words for it. It was just so cool, and I can't believe I got to experience that. These are once in a lifetime opportunities that I'm just kind of like, when I look back and think about it, I'm like, me? That happened to me? Just a small town girl who started a YouTube channel. I'm very thankful for everything this YouTube community and social media community has brought me. So many cool things. I have so many cool stories. I always laugh because my dad has always told me stories about going to concerts in the 80s, and one time he got to hang out backstage with Cinderella and Winger, and that's so awesome, and I was like, wow, that's so cool. And now I have my own stories, and they've also come along with me for those stories. So it's really, really neat, and again, kind of don't have any words for it. But unforgettable moments, so many cool things, and I love that I get to document it and share it with you guys. So in years, I can look back at these vlogs and these performance videos and all the pictures and just remember it all like I'm reliving it again. That's why I just love to document it all and sit here and talk to you guys for 20 minutes about it. I want to capture all the emotions and the feelings and the memories right here on YouTube and take you guys along with me. So hopefully I covered everything from the day. There's probably some stuff I forgot about, but thank you so much for watching. Thank you to the entire Bret Michaels crew, band, and team. You guys rock. You guys are the best, and I am so excited to see you all again in August. I'm playing with Bret Michaels again on August 8th at the Neon Nights Music Festival with Night Ranger and Foreigner. That's epic. I am so excited about that. Brad Gillis is one of my favorite guitar players, and I'm going to get to meet him. And I'm honestly a little bit nervous about meeting him because he is so amazing, and he's probably going to be watching Bret's set, which means he's going to be watching me play guitar. That's crazy. Brad is just one of those players that blows my mind when I watch him play. So I am really excited to meet him. Hopefully we get a picture together, and maybe I can talk to him about being on the podcast. I think he would be a really fun guest. So I think that's enough talking for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a like. You are subscribed to my channel. Leave a comment down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.